Hi everyone, hello, how are you doing? I hope everyone is doing good. So welcome to another video of respiration and circulation. In this video, we will be talking about the heart. So in the up till now, we have covered the respiration part of the chapter. Then we also began with the circulatory part of the chapter, in which we discussed the composition of the blood. Now in this video, we will be moving to the heart. So we will be talking about the anatomy of the heart. So it is divided into external structure of the heart and internal structure of the heart, the size of his or her fist, like this. Okay. It is located in the central of the body, slightly tilted towards the left, and that is why mostly we tend to, put our, we understand that the heart is towards the left, but it is in the center, slightly tilted towards the left, as you can see in the picture. Weighs roughly about 225 grams in female and roughly 300 grams in male adult. Okay. Where it is located in your uh, chest, as you can see. Okay, so this whole region, as you can see, this is known as the mediastinum. Okay, this is known as the mediastinum. There is rib cage. Inside the rib cage, the heart is located. It is a hollow cone shaped structure. Hollow inside the heart, there will be empty spaces because the blood will flow in and out of it. Okay, deoxygenated blood will come, oxygenated blood will come, and then they will leave, and accordingly we are going to see that in detail. It is a muscular organ which is responsible for pumping blood to and from the body. Okay, and it is located in the mediastinum. As you can see in the diagram over here, this whole region is known as the mediastinum. Okay. You have the collarbone you have the central chest bone over here, which is known as the sternum. Inside the ribcage, the heart is protected over here, and here you can see the location is quite central, slightly tilted towards the left. Okay, so it is located within the mediastinum of the thoracic region. So this region, okay, this region is also known as this particular region is known as the thoracic region, whereas this region, the whole of it, okay, the whole of it is your mediastinum. You can see the diaphragm over here, so it rests roughly on the diaphragm. Okay, so the location is in the thoracic region within the mediastinum. What is heart? If you talk about this in one line, the structure of the heart, location, hollow cone-shaped muscular organ, okay, which pumps blood. So it contracts, and relax. Yes. Okay. You have the heart over here, and obviously, on the left and right side, it is in between the lungs. Okay. So you have the lungs, which will be here, as you can see in this diagram. So lungs are here, and in the center, the heart is there. Fine. So beginning with the covering of the heart, now we move step by step towards the structure, from the outer structure to the inner structure. But mostly in this video, we were talking about only the external parts of it. In the next video, we will be looking in the inside part of the heart. So heart is covered by a double membrane structure. Just like when we talk about any structure, most of the structure we talk that, let's say talk about the mitochondria of the cell. So mitochondria has two layers: chloroplast of the in the leaves of the plants. They are also double membrane structure, outer membrane and inner membrane. So when we are talking about human heart, they are also double membrane structure. Okay, this double membrane protective structure or the protective sac, it is known as pericardium. It is known as what? Pericardium. So this whole structure is the pericardium. Now you have layers to this pericardium. Okay, so the outermost is itself known as the pericardium. The outermost layer itself, which is made up of the fibrous connective tissue. A fibrous layer is there. You can see in this picture over here. Okay, so if you take a heart, and the outermost layer, this whitish layer, when you peel it off, that's your pericardium, fibrous layer. Then inner to pericardium is your outer layer. Okay, then this is your inner layer. So outer layer is known as parietal pericardium. Inner layer is known as visceral pericardium. So time and again we are coming across these terms, parietal and visceral. Okay, parietal means towards the outside, visceral means towards the inside. This is mostly connected with the blood vessels, as you can see. Okay, so parietal and visceral, they are also pericardium only. Another layer is epicardium for the visceral pericardium. Okay. Now, in between the parietal and visceral, there is a space or a cavity. This cavity or the space is known as pericardial cavity, wherein the pericardial fluid will be there, which will sort of be protective in nature for the heart. Then you have this myocardium, and then finally the innermost fibrous layer will be your endocardium. Okay, let's go through again. So the outermost layer pericardium, which is broken into these two parts, which is composed of the outer and the visceral parietal and the visceral pericardium. So together this is whole of the pericardium. Then the middle layers of the heart, okay, which is your myocardium. These are made up of cardiac cells. Okay, we have studied in 11th standard. They are made up of cardiac cells, cardiac tissue. Okay, because their main activity is what? Myocardium, their main activity is contraction, right? And the pericardium and the innermost layer, the endocardium, they are mostly protective in function. So this and this, they are protective in function, whereas the pumping action is usually brought about, is mainly brought about in the myocardium, which is the actual cardiac tissue of the heart. Okay, moving forward. So the walls of the heart is composed of three layers, as we just discussed: the outer pericardium, middle myocardium, and the inner endocardium. Okay, outer epicardium, middle myocardium, and inner endocardium. And the contraction of the myocardium is responsible for pumping of the blood. Okay, so when you take this section and when you just zoom it out, it will look like something like this. If you just take this much section and then when you zoom it out, it will look somewhat like this. Okay, so just remember the names. These names are very, very important. Okay, moving forward. Now, having understood the covering of the heart, we are onto the external structure of the heart. So now not going into inner parts of it, just on the outer side. So having understood the outer covering of the heart, now we see different blood vessels which are connected to the heart. You can see the blue ones and you can see the red ones. Okay, the blue ones are carrying deoxygenated blood. Now, what do we mean by deoxygenated blood? Deoxygenated is the blood which is taken from the different parts of the body, which is having carbon dioxide in it, and it is taken to the lungs for carbon dioxide to be given to the lungs, and the lungs will exhale it out, and then this blood is now ready to take oxygen from the lungs and bring it to the heart, and then the heart will pump it to different parts of the body. So that is what we mean by here carbon dioxide, and the red ones are the ones which carry oxygen. That is why they appear bluish in color, and the blood which is carrying oxygen, they will appear red. So the red ones are your arteries and the blue ones are your veins. Okay, so we will just see this. Now you can see the four labelings over here. So one by one we'll take it up. Superior vena cava. Superior means on the top, and then one more you have the inferior. So on the lower side, on the posterior side. So this is up, superior vena cava, inferior is down. So this blood vessel is located at the topmost part of the heart. This is the large vein. As you can see, the diameter, it is quite thick. Sorry, it is quite big. The diameter is quite big. This will carry deoxygenated blood from the upper half of the body. So your heart is in the center. So the thoracic region and the neck and the head. So from there, all the blood which is having carbon dioxide, and the carbon dioxide which needs to be pumped outside of the body, exhaled out of the body, that will be brought by superior vena cava into the heart. That will be brought by the superior vena cava into the heart. Okay, upper half of the body to the right atrium of the heart. Now we will come to this. What is the right atrium? Just remember that the right side. Now what is atrium and ventricles? We will see that in the next video. Okay, so superior vena cava bringing deoxygenated blood from the upper half of the body, and then now you can assume what will inferior vena cava do. So inferior vena cava will carry blood, deoxygenated blood from the lower half of the body and bring it to the hearts. Okay. Similarly, now coming to the right pulmonary artery and right pulmonary veins. Now, one thing you need to remember over here is that, okay, you need to remember is that pulmonary artery, pulmonary stands for lungs. Pulmonary stands for lungs. So when we talk about lung artery and lung vein, the concept reverses. Usually, arteries are the ones which carry oxygen, and veins are the ones which will carry deoxygenated blood, oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood, respectively. Pulmonary artery will carry deoxygenated blood. So you can see the labeling over here. This is the pulmonary artery, and this is the pulmonary vein, the red one. Red one is the pulmonary vein, and the blue one is the pulmonary artery. Okay, so pulmonary artery, what is the function? Carrying deoxygenated blood from the heart to the right lung. So whatever the oxygenated blood which has come via the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, they have uh, brought in deoxygenated blood to the heart. Now right pulmonary artery will take the deoxygenated blood from the heart, okay, and give it to the lungs for purifying. So they will carry the deoxygenated blood from the heart to the right lung, okay, to the right lung, okay. So from the heart they will take it to the lungs. Which blood vessel? The right pulmonary artery, okay. Though it is named artery, but it will carry deoxygenated blood. Then the right pulmonary vein, opposite. It will carry the oxygenated blood from the right lung. So the right pulmonary artery is going over there. Right pulmonary vein is bringing oxygenated blood. Okay, it is carrying oxygenated blood from the right lung to the heart, to the atrium. We will see where is the right atrium. So it is bringing the oxygenated blood to the heart. And finally, inferior vena cava, as I told you, this is the largest vein. It will carry the deoxygenated blood from the lower part of the body to the heart. Okay, I hope this is quite clear now. So superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, upper half of the body, lower half of the body, what are they bringing? Deoxygenated blood to the heart. Pulmonary artery is carrying deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lung, and veins from the lungs to the heart, they will carry oxygenated blood. Okay, moving forward, the another blood vessels on the opposite side. As you can see, aorta. So this is the largest artery which brings, okay, largest artery in the human body, carries blood from the heart to all parts of the body except lungs. So it will carry blood from the heart to different parts of the body. So when the lungs pump in via the pulmonary vein oxygenated blood, they pump to the heart. The heart will now take the responsibility of distributing it to the different parts of the body. Oxygenated blood to different parts of the body. So this is carrying oxygenated blood. The aorta, the biggest artery, will carry oxygenated blood to different parts of the body except the lungs. It will not give oxygenated blood to the lungs. Okay. Then left pulmonary artery. This, as you can see, bluish. So it will carry oxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood. Artery is there, but then it is carrying deoxygenated blood. As we know now that the concept of artery and vein reverses when we talk about the lung artery and lung vein. So this one is carrying deoxygenated blood from the heart to the left lung. Okay, so from the heart to the left lung. In the previous, we saw the right pulmonary artery was carrying from the heart to the right lung. Okay, so here left we take it to the left lung. Similarly, left pulmonary vein will carry, as you can see, the red in color. So it will carry oxygenated blood from the left lung into the left artery. Okay. So this is red. It is carrying oxygen, but we are terming it what? Veins, not artery, veins in case of pulmonary veins. So this needs to be very clear. Sometimes we get confused, but time and again when we practice and when we just try to understand and learn the concept, things will become more clearer. Okay, so these are the parts, blood vessels of the heart. Fine. So this was all for this video. We'll just go through it again. So superior vena cava, right pulmonary artery, pulmonary veins, inferior vena cava, then the aorta, left pulmonary artery and left pulmonary veins. Okay. Now in the next video, we will be talking about the internal structure of the heart in detail. Till then, keep revising, make a note of all your doubts, and you can always reach out to me in case of any difficulty. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.